Hello, congratulations, you've bought your first guitar. So you may have bought yourself a electric guitar, a bit like this one. This is a Telecaster shape. You may have bought yourself a Gibson style guitar, like a Les Paul shape, or you may have bought yourself a Stratocaster guitar, which is a Fender guitar. You may have also bought yourself an acoustic, which will obviously look completely different to this. Whatever you've bought is absolutely fine, I'm sure. We're just going to talk generically to just everyone across the board, really. So what you learn on the acoustic is transferable to electric and vice versa. So we're just going to talk to you sort of all together. So the first thing you need to know when you get your guitar is you'll be really excited, I'm sure. You'll get it home, get it out of the bag, you don't know what you're doing, but you just strum the open strings in it, so you think that doesn't sound too good. And the reason being is you need to get that guitar in tune. So our first lesson, the thing you need to learn today, first of all, I'll go through it nice and quickly for you so it's not too boring, it's just to tune your guitar. Now, my advice to you would be, if you've been down to the music shop, is to grab one of these electronic clip-on tuners. Really, really good thing to get. It just makes your job so much easier instead of trying to guess by ear. And to begin with, you won't have very good pitch, I would imagine, by ear. So the best thing to do is to grab yourself an electronic tuner. So with your electronic tuner, it looks like this. Doesn't have to be this one. This is a TC Electronics Polytune. It doesn't have to be this one. You pop that on the headstock of the guitar. It's got a little clip system on here. You pop it on there, so you can see. You can face it that way, or you can put it behind the neck of the guitar and have it hidden behind you, so you can see it that way. And what you're looking for on here is your open strings. So before we tune the guitar, I'm just going to tell you the names of the open strings, so you know what they are and what you're looking for on screen. So the open strings on your guitar start with the E, the low E string here. We've got an A, which is the next one. Next one down then is a D. Then we've got a G. Then we've got a B. And then we've got another E at the top there. So we've got two E's on the guitar. We've got the low E and the high E. Okay, low being the lowest pitch, high being the highest pitch. Silly little rhymes to remember this and help you remember that really quickly, so it doesn't just seem like a random order of notes. We've got, this is a good one, we've got Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie, or elephants and dogs grow big ears, or you can make up your own if you like. So if we go with the Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie one, all you're doing is taking the first letter of each of those words. So Eddie, E is your E string, ate, A is your A string, dynamite, D is your D string, if that makes sense, and we go all the way down. Just try and remember that, it'll just help you quickly to sort of pick these open strings up. So with that information in mind, we've got our E, A, D, G, B, E, or Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. With that in mind, we now know what we're looking for on the tuner. So if I turn my tuner on here, now you might not be able to see this very well on here, but I'll angle it that way, you might get a glimpse of it. What you'll see is when I'm playing the E string here, my low E string as I said to you, it will register on the guitar here. Now I tuned this up before the video like every professional should, however you might turn up to, you get your guitar at the gig bag and it's right out of tune, you're looking at that and that says there, that's telling me it was a D sharp, so it's telling me it's a D sharp. So what does that mean? That means that the note is too flat. It's basically too low. It needs to go up to E, because in our musical alphabet our notes go A, B, C, D, E, F and G, and in between those notes as well we have sharps and flats. But what it's saying on there is it says that it's D sharp, which is saying that it's too flat and it needs to be sharpened, it needs to go up. So what I need to do, if you see on here again, it'll say D sharp if you listen to that. Now what I'm going to do is turn my tuning peg. Now this is obviously different if it's on a Les Paul or on an acoustic, it might be different sort of headstocks you got there. But if you've got something like a Telecaster, it'll look like this. I'm going to tune this, I'm going to turn this tuning peg very slowly. I don't want to turn it too fast because you don't want to snap a string. You're going to turn that anti-clockwise. And as you see on my screen there, you might be able to see it. I keep turning very slowly. I start creeping up towards E, which is the pitch we want. Now as you can see on there, as soon as I get to E, I get a completely green display there. I get two lines of green, I get green in the middle. And it doesn't matter whatever tuner you get, it could be a different colour, it could be red, normally it's green. You're looking for that needle to be exactly in the middle there, okay? And then you continue that same thing across all other strings, knowing the Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie rhyme. So we know the next string is A, so I'll do on the A string. Now my A string, as I said, is perfectly in tune because I tuned it earlier, but maybe if that was sharp, if I put that sharp. So that's coming up now, my tuner is A sharp, okay? Now, with the note being too sharp, I now need to flatten it, I need to bring it back down to A. It's too far away. If you imagine A is here, A sharp is higher than A. So what I need to do is I need to bring it back down. So A sharp is there, saying it's A sharp, I need to come back down to A. Now to do that, I'm going to turn it the opposite way, okay? So I'm turning it clockwise now, as before I was turning it anti-clockwise. Bring that down, keep going, nice and slow, not too fast, until I get it perfectly in the middle, okay? And then I'll continue that method across all strings until I'm perfectly in tune. Okay? So that's your first lesson. Once your guitar is in tune, it's a real good starting point, okay? If you're trying to learn a song or anything like that with it out of tune, it's going to sound really horrible. So lesson number 1, tune your guitar. I'll see you in lesson number 2.